scenarios.
You mean my boring scenarios that make for good scenes?
Yes, those ones.
Well, I discovered the new one last night, which is two passengers sitting next to each other on an aeroplane. It's obviously any scenario where you can't change anything and no story can happen, hopefully. Yeah, driving, long distance drive, sauna. I've done a sauna in class when I was doing, that was the pinnacle. We did like boring scenes, we did two-person scenes, we did 4 people in a car, and then their big graduation style thing was 6 people in a sauna. And that worked okay. I mean, anything that just restricts you from using any sort of imagination.
I love it. Yeah, let's do one of those. Do you want to hit one of the ones you mentioned, or do you got other ones you want to explore?
No, let's do an airplane. Let's do 2 passengers, long distance flight. Yeah.
Great.
All right. Here's one thing we need to figure out in online improv is how to indicate the start of a scene. Does it need to be done? And if it does, what should the signal be? Because normally it just comes to an end of like, we agree this is what we're going to do, and then moment silence, and then have we started?
I think it's suggestion, and then that's it. I think that's our hip clue.
Okay, I've been working on doing a 45-minute mono scene and then getting a suggestion at the end, but your idea seems fine too.
I mean, I think we have to, at the end, the audience give the suggestion of what that could have been. We don't get a suggestion at the top. At the end, we have them say what that was.
Do you, by what it could have been, you mean like this is what this evoked, or should they point out all the turns that we took that we shouldn't have and all the moves we made that we shouldn't have?
I think it's the latter one.
Yeah. I want all sentences to start with what you should have done is.
Yes. I think it's not so much a Q&A, it's just an A from the audience. Answer.
You can't knock them back for hanging around at the end of the show to give feedback. I mean, that's good of them.
I mean, that would be a great selling point for an improv show. At the end of the show, those who are left around, you're going to have a talk back at us. We're not going to respond. You're just going to have a talk back at us.
Nice. All right. So should we do suggestion then? We'll get a suggestion.
Okay.
Oh, right. Yeah. So because you involve people on Facebook, right? Is that?
We could do that. This? I mean, I put us up. We're going live right now. Like this gold, my friend, is happening. We had a suggestion of turning your cameras off and back on is a way to start from our friend Charlotte. So, and TJ Mannix.
Oh, okay.
TJ Mannix also said what is what he typed. What is was.
What an idiot.
He's not. He's. I think he's feeling a little under the weather today, TJ.
All right. Well, that doesn't change my opinion.
I got nothing past that.
I don't have to turn my camera off because I have a cover for my camera.
Okay, wait, and I'll turn mine off.
It's got your picture.
Hey.
How you doing? How's it going?
The luster of travel is slightly worn off. So I guess in general, I'm doing pretty good.
Oh yeah, you travel regularly. I travel once every 3 months or so. So it's kind of feels like a bus to me,
Ooh, yeah, no, I travel every Monday morning and then I fly back home on Friday. I've been doing it for almost 3 years now.
Jeez, man, don't do that.
Yeah, you're telling me.
How do you do that? That's soul crushing. Every Monday you got to get on a plane, and then every Friday you got to fly back. I've worked away from home, and that's bad enough. But every weekday, every week for 3 years, no, man, give that job up.
Well, I mean, Sunday about Usually about 5 in the evening, I start feeling this pit in my stomach because I know it's coming.
The long dark tea time of the soul.
Yes, that's what it is. The long time of the
I
soul.
can't claim that for myself. It's Terry Pratchett, Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. That's how he described Sunday evenings, the long dark tea time of the soul.
Wow. You sound like you're well read, or I mean, if you
I'm
don't
not.
mind, can I ask what you do for a living?
I'm a software developer.
Oh,
You don't feel obliged to follow up with any more questions. I think I like my job. It's a very creative job, but it's not interesting for other people who aren't involved. So, I'm not gonna bore you with the details of unit testing or API testing or upgrading our MySQL database, or should we upgrade from PHP 5.6 to 7? Should we go straight to 7.3? These details aren't interesting to you, I assume.
when you told me you were a software developer, I said, oh, and then I was gonna say awesome, but then I stopped myself because I'm like, I don't know if it is awesome. And so thank you for telling me I didn't have to ask any follow-up questions because I didn't really have any that came to mind.
No, no, no. And like I say, I like my job, but I always feel like I'm boring people when I talk about it. So thank you for not doing the polite thing and asking more questions, because I just feel like I start talking about CSVs and XML and having to deal with SOAP and Microsoft Navision, and I'm just boring the pants off other people, and I don't want to do that. I'd rather just. I'd rather. What do you do? Why do you travel?
Oh, I'm a consultant. I work for a big accounting
Well,
firm.
that sounds really interesting. What is that? Tell me more.
What's the accounting firm, or what's my job?
I'm sorry. I didn't mean that. I'm not interested.
Yeah, I was I was gonna say like I'm on the talent side, so I'm not client facing.
You're
But
on the talent side?
yeah, it's what we call our employees or the talent. So I'm on the talent side. I deal with talent development.
Wow. Of accountants?
Well, yeah, it's a whole range. Like we have partners, and so I report directly to partners. And I guess you could say I'm like on the HR side of things, but I don't deal with salaries or yeah. See, you're dozing right off. So I'm gonna stop. I'm not gonna.
Sorry.
I'm boring myself, to be honest with you.
So look, if there's one thing I know about traveling long distance on an aircraft is you got to be honest with the people around you. You got to be like, buddy, I got to get up. I got to pee. I'm going to go to sleep. If the steward comes around with my meal, make sure he leaves it, even if I've got my eyes on. You got to be like, you got to treat people like family. Like, just say what you want, and otherwise you're going to be having a terrible flight.
And well, I guess then we'll have this flight relationship then with
Yeah.
no strings. Like if since you put it on the table, I'm gonna let you know I don't feel like there's anything that will go past this flight. Like you seem to be a pleasant enough guy. Um, and yeah, I'm glad we got the whole employment thing out of the way. I feel like I'm more than my job. So I mean, what I'm afraid of is that people only know me for my job. Like that's my big fear in life is like I won't have anything else but that.
Oh, that's a terrible thing. What else? There must be more to you than just your job. What kind of? You got hobbies? You got a family? Yeah, you ride horses. You windsurf.
Wow. Well, I'll take it in order. I do have hobbies. I like to go bowling, so I do 10-pin bowling. I do duck
Oh,
bowling
you
as
you
well. But
you do duck pin bowling?
yeah, I do duck pin, but 10-pin is really what my specialty is.
Okay.
I've got an average. I bowl in a weekly league actually on Sundays. I bowl. My average is right now 206, which is the highest it's been right now. So
206.
yeah,
That's that's incredible.
thank you.
I bowl once every 18 months. I have an average of, I'd say, 95.
Do you go bowling the same time? Is it like every Thanksgiving you go bowling, or every Christmas time, or is it just
It's
sporadic for you?
It's the reason is sporadic. So, for example, last time I went was with my department at work,
Yeah.
needed a social event. We went 10 pin bowling. I think the time before that, it was someone's birthday. Um, but I'm a pretty solid 95.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
congrats. I mean, for not bowling that often, that's actually a pretty decent average.
You think so?
Yeah, for bowling every 18 months.
Oh, okay. I mean, no one in my department bowls, and the worst was thing was 70. My project manager got 70, and one of the guys, one of the other developers, he got 110. So
Did you feel like you had to let your manager win? Did any sort of competition swell up in you?
no, no, our workplace is very egalitarian. Do you find that pressure in work that you gotta be acquiesce to your boss?
Yeah, I feel like there's this pecking order, and right now I'm on a path to make partner, and honestly, I don't know if I want that path. I don't want to go that way, but there's definitely in these big firms, my experience is because I worked for Bearing Point before this, before they went bankrupt. Um, and you know what? I'm just going to stop there. I'm not going to continue my lineage because I don't even care about it. But
Look,
there's a
it,
pecking order.
well, there is, but in the interest of the flight relationship that we have and being honest with each other, I think you got to stop being someone else's bitch.
Whoa, maybe. I
Oh,
mean,
I'm sorry, but like, how are you going to get promoted to become the equal of someone that you're subservient to? You gotta wear the clothes of the job you want, my friend. You gotta act like you're king shit.
you know
Don't be like
what they told me in my last review?
what
You can, the metric is you can score 5 in different categories. Each category, the 5 is.
we cut to the last review. Thanks for coming in for your review, Jay.
Thanks,
As you
Jerry.
know, there are 5 categories by which we measure your performance. The first being punctuality. How do
Okay.
you feel you've done with that?
I'm going to say 5. I'm going to say, and I know you don't give out fives, but I've been on time or early every day this year. So I'm feeling really strong that merits me a 5 now.
Okay. I'm gonna give you a 2.
Okay, can I just hold a second there, Jerry? Why a 2?
Because that's what I feel like doing, and I'm your superior, so that's just the way it's gonna be.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
I'd like to disagree with that. Could you note my
Yeah. Well,
disagreement? Could you put that in my
I was
file?
I was I was gonna say you're welcome to, but you're not welcome to. I don't want to hear it.
Okay, okay. So I guess then a 2. All right.
Okay. Second
So
category,
yeah,
teamwork.
okay.
How do you feel you went on teamwork?
Again, Jerry, I'm going to go 5. I organized the walk to benefit pediatric AIDS. I organized our bowling outings this year. I've actually been a mentor to four people, and that's up from 3 last year. So I took on another mentor this year. I volunteer
Took
at.
on another mentor.
I
You
took on
got you
a
got
mentor.
someone.
Yeah, I took on a
How
mentor
many?
who said to me, "You should take on more mentees." So I took on a second mentor, and then I took on a fourth mentee. So
Okay. Okay. So Um, teamwork refers to just general teamwork within the office, not this special like extracurricular activities. So this isn't a college application, I'm afraid.
okay,
So first of all, pediatric AIDS.
yes,
Is that children who have AIDS?
it is. It's children who are born in a
Okay,
situation.
that is a
And I know you're
problem.
giggling, but it's not a humorous situation. There are.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm quite immature. I'm a bit of a jerk, and I find the
Yeah,
idea of sick children amusing. Okay,
okay,
okay. And as a boss, I can afford to do that.
okay, all right. So
Okay.
and around the
It's a
office,
bad,
I
it's
mean,
a bad, pediatric AIDS is a bad look for our company. We cannot promote that.
we're not promoting that. We're actually helping people, and we're making
All
their
right.
lives easier.
All right. Well, that's nice. I'm afraid that doesn't count for anything in the office. I'm giving you a 2.
Okay, so it seems like you're just giving me twos. Like, I bet if I had to place my money, I'm going to get a 10 on this review. I'm going to get twos across the board. Let's move on to the next one.
Oh, okay. So wait. You think the scoring is out of 10, and so when you were saying I think I'm a 5, you were thinking it was 5 out of 10 and not 5 out of 5.
No, no, no. I'm saying I know there are 5 categories. I thought I was a 5. I thought I was going to get a 25. However, I see now that the pattern is you're going to give me a 2. The first 2 have been 2s, and I've demonstrated clearly that I'm doing well. So I'm guessing the next 3 are going to be 2s. But I'd like us to continue on to the next category.
Oh, well, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Okay. Next category, productivity.
Okay.
How do you feel you've gone in productivity?
Well, I mean, all my reviews that have come back from all my initiatives and the training I've done, I've gotten outstandings or very good in every single one of them. I'm the first employee who's never got an average score, not average across the board, but from anyone who I've trained and worked with. Nobody has said it's average. And the partners I've worked with have all given me outstanding marks. So I'm going to say 5.
Okay. I'm giving you a 2. Okay, just to get that off the table. Okay. Okay.
Right.
I think we're getting to the crux of the problem, the core of the problem here. When I ask you, how do you think you're doing? I don't want to hear how other people think you're doing. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. See what I'm saying? Their opinion is not your opinion. Okay. And this is why, up until now, in every past review, you've got an average of 2, and you've never been promoted up to my level. So that's the issue, okay? So I want you to bear that in mind when we get to the 4th and the 5th category, okay?
Could you take off your sunglasses? It's very hard to see your eyes right now.
I am going to put on a second pair of sunglasses.
Okay. All right. Well, that makes sense because you're in favorite number 2 right now. All right. So.
Okay. Number 4, initiative, okay? An important category in this circumstance. How do you think you went with initiative?
I think I am at a 5 for initiative. I am diligent. I've come to you bi-weekly to ask for additional responsibility. I've taken the additional responsibility you've said, no matter what was suggested, and I've seen that project through. I think I deserve a 5 out of 5.
I think what you've described just then is the exact opposite of initiative. I'm giving you a 2.
Okay, so could you define for me, because I just want to make sure I'm on the same page with you as far as when you say initiative, what are you looking for?
I want you to go out and do something that no one has asked you to do.
Okay.
See what I'm saying?
Okay.
See what I'm saying? If you want to get to my level, before I started these 6 monthly reviews, we didn't do them. That's initiative. I started it. See what I'm saying?
If I could reference you, I've emailed you this document. I don't know if you've looked at it, but I'm going to hand it to you right now.
I have you on a filter. You are directed into my spam.
Okay. Well, let me just give you a high-level summary of what this is.
Please.
I've bullet pointed 26 initiatives I wanted to take and I was going to take. The first 3, you told me to stop taking the initiative. It needs to filter through you. And then the final 23 were ones that I had tried to filter through you that I guess were filtered to your spam folder.
Absolutely. Well, let's table that.
Okay.
Which in the American sense means not deal with it now, as opposed to where I'm from, which means let's deal with it right now. But we'll table it in the American sense, and we'll go into the 5th category, which is my own personal category.
Created it.
It is the balls of steel.
Yes. Now I'll be honest with you. I was having a hard time to find where I ranked in this because you've never defined what that means to you. And every time I've come in for my review, I've seemed to have not gotten it correctly. The first time I came in, as you know, I thought it meant courage. I thought you were saying courage, and you
it's
spent
enigmatic.
Yes, yes. And you spent a long time very vocally berating me that that could not possibly be what balls of steel meant.
Just to give you some context about what this category might mean, I originally called it the je ne sais quoi, but I thought that was too sissy, and I
Okay.
changed it to balls of steel. So it's just it's an X factor category that allows me to accurately sort of pigeonhole you where I think you should be, and I'm giving you a 2.
Well, what I appreciate is that you pigeonhole us, but you, in your own terms, accurately pigeonhole us. And
Okay, I, I can tell you what you need to do to move forward in this company.
okay,
Okay, you and I need to go out in the streets and bare knuckle fist fight to the death.
okay. You know, my first instinct is, what's my reach? Because I've got you on reach. That was my first thought. Is like, I've got you on reach for sure, but you're real stocky.
I like your chutzpah. You've got balls of steel, my friend. We got back to the aeroplane. Man. No, my office is not very egalitarian, so I can talk to my boss like an equal. I can talk to the CEO of my company like an equal.
We cut to the CEO's bathroom where the CEO is lounging in the bathtub. Well, hello. Oh, hello.
Oh, oh, you're taking a bath as well.
Well, of course, you know, it's Friday. Do you want to have a word with me?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. While we're here, we might as well. You'll see, I have a PowerPoint presentation projected onto the wall, so I thought, why not do it relaxed in the bath?
Oh, and it's my favorite. It's about SQL.
Oh, absolutely. I know we don't normally like to bother you with issues, technical issues, but the SQL upgrade from MySQL 5.7 to 8 will require some business downtime. So I wanted to get you in on the loop.
Do you know what is a bother to me? Do you know what that is? It's a person who doesn't want to bother me is the bother. So please, I would like you to talk more about this. I find this fascinating. Your work is my work.
Well, I don't want to put any pressure on you. You don't have to find this interesting. I just want to make sure that you're in the loop.
Please, please. The way you
Okay.
deliver it is fascinating to me.
Okay. Well, uh, obviously, when we did the PHP 5.6 to 7 upgrade, there was no downtime because we're running a Docker containerized system that's orchestrated by Kubernetes.
Excuse me, were you
So,
running,
uh,
excuse me, did you say you were running a Docker system?
a Docker, as in
Okay.
port at a port, a Docker. That's
Oh,
what
of
the
course.
software is called, Docker. Yes.
No,
So obviously, with the
no, no, go,
we can
please
do
continue.
no, thank you. No, we have to, with Docker and Kubernetes, we can do a rolling upgrade in that our servers, the new servers are brought up before the old servers are taken down. So the new servers are ready to jump in as soon as the old servers are taken down. So obviously there's no downtime involved in that, as long as there's no software incompatibilities, which there weren't, thankfully. Oh.
May I bop your nose? Boop. It's okay.
Well, it didn't sound how delightfully familiar.
Boop. You know, my company is your company.
You've got do I have foam on do I have bath foam?
There's only
Suds
one
on
way
my
to
nose.
find out.
Oh, there you stop it. Oh, that tickles. Oh, that's, but obviously MySQL, we only have a single database application. It's not Dockerized, it's not containerized. So I'm afraid there will have to be about 15 minutes of downtime. Now, I can get the team to come in before office hours if that makes things easier. Do you think we should, or let me give you my ideal scenario. Everyone goes for lunch from 12 to 1. We do the upgrade then. If anything goes wrong, we can have it rolled back by the time everyone comes back from lunch. Hopefully, by the time everyone's back from lunch, everything will be tickety-boo.
If everything will be tickety-boo, then I say go with it because this company is your company as much as it is my company. Boop.
Oh, that's it tickles. The suns tickle. All right. Well, I think we'll go with that. I think we'll go lunchtime Tuesday. We won't do it Friday. Friday's never a good day for upgrades. We'll do it Tuesday. That means that if someone is in the office for the next few days to just get any of the trailing bugs that arise due to the SQL upgrade. I'll say this: the SQL upgrade is one of the biggest upgrades because that's our database. That's all our data. We don't want anything going wrong with that. We will be taking a snapshot of the data before the upgrade. So if we lose anything, we'll lose about 10 minutes of data. So I
Ooh,
think that's acceptable.
I think that's well within the parameters of acceptable.
Oh, can I just? Would you like to scrub my back?
No, turn around. I'd like nothing more. Squishy,
Oh,
squishy, scrubby, scrub, squishy, squishy,
we
scrubby.
cut back to the plane.
Wow.
Yeah, it made me uncomfortable at first, but once your coworkers become family, it's fine.
You know, what's funny is like that saying of like, we're like family always set me off because I didn't have a great relationship with my family when I was growing up.
Oh, well, do you want to talk about it, or do you just want to leave it?
I mean, I don't know. You know, I've been questioning it. Is this why I am the way I am? And I'm so afraid of relationships. Like the last woman I dated, I was pretty sure. Oh, are you going to sleep?
No, no, I'm not going to sleep. I'm just plugging in my headphones so they don't run out of battery. Just
Oh,
give me 1 second.
okay. I mean, those are some nice headphones. Let me ask you
Oh
this.
yeah,
Have you ever wanted to get those? You want those earpods, I was going
yeah.
to say.
Sorry, I was completely. It took me a while to get in there.
Do you ever think of getting like ear pods, is what I was saying? Or you just want those?
Excuse me. Just
Oh,
excuse me 1 second. I just need to run to the toilet, and I'll be back in just a moment.
you go. You go. Boy, I'll tell you what, man, sometimes you're on one of those trips. Wow. Do I really want to continue doing this for the rest of my life? Sometimes I don't want to do it. Hey, you're back.
I am. I'm still just.
Yeah.
You don't mind if I rub them on the chair here?
No. Listen, we're family.
Sorry, what did you say?
I said we're family. I'm comfortable with you doing what you're doing.
Oh, thank you, thank you. Yes, luckily no queue at the toilet, so I was able to get back very quickly.
I mean,
Sorry,
you
you were.
left, you
Sorry,
left,
I feel like jumped up just as you were bearing your soul to me.
you left, you left suddenly, and you could not leave fast enough. And so you know what I took that as is I was being very boring again. I just seem to be a boring guy.
Can I? No, it wasn't boring. Can I
Okay.
just say people talking about their family relationships make me very uncomfortable because I don't want to talk about my family relationships. There, I said it.
Oh, you. I'm assuming that means you got a rough relationship with your family.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
Do you want to
Jeez,
talk about it, or do you want to leave it there?
I'll leave it there. I'll
Okay.
leave it there. Yeah.
It's if you want to talk about it, just like give me a little warning if you want to talk about it.
Part of me wants to talk about it, but the other part of me is scared to do that. So just let's. I'll let it sit. I'll let it sit.
Okay. I don't want to force you to talk about something you don't want to talk about.
No, no, and I don't. I don't want to force you to talk about something you don't want to talk about. But sorry, you did. You did start talking when I had to run off to the toilet. Did you? Did you want to say anything that I missed, or are you don't want to talk about it?
Well, honestly, I kind of I'm torn. I feel like, and I don't know you, but I feel like this might be a setup. And if I start talking again, you're going to run back to the toilet.
Oh no, no, no! That was a bladder emergency.
Yeah, but
Nothing.
you didn't go to the toilet, so it's probably still there. and I wonder if like something I said might trigger it. And then part of me is like,
Wow.
maybe it's not. Maybe I
Wow.
want to talk about it.
No, you might be right. Whenever someone brings up their family and wants to talk about it, I need to run to the toilet. I've never thought about that before.
I mean, is there anything that could be the reason for it?
Oh, I mean, like, was there an event that
Yeah. Like, were you punished by your father and then,
yes, yeah, whenever I did something wrong, father would make me stand on the step for up to 6 hours.
wow,
So
I'm sorry to
I
hear
would,
that.
and I, on more than one occasion, wet myself because I was too scared to go to the toilet.
Wow, then I guess you did just talk about your family.
Wow. I need to go to the toilet. Excuse me.
It makes sense. Let's see what they've got here. What magazine? Oh, look at, ooh, look at this.
I couldn't. I couldn't get past the cart.
Oh, uh,
They're bringing dinner around.
did you get the chicken or the beef or vegetarian?
I got the special vegetarian meal, which you have to, you special select. And
Yeah.
here's my one. Here's a great piece of advice for travel. Always order a special meal on an airplane because you always get it first.
Really?
Mm.
And even if you're not vegetarian, you just order
Absolutely. I mean, I'll eat a vegetarian meal. It's fine. But if you order one of the special meals, they always bring it out first. So while everyone else is waiting, I get mine.
That's smart.
Mm.
Do you ever look at a meal when you're on the plane and it's not the special meal, but it looks good and you think, oh, I should have got that? Or are you just happy knowing you're getting yours first?
No, I'm just happy. I know I get mine. No, you're right. Sometimes there's a little regret.
A little tinge?
Ravioli. I love ravioli, and I missed out on it. But that's only when I'm hungry. Once I start eating, no problem
Fine.
whatsoever.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, here she is.
Oh,
You gotta
yeah. Yes, I have the special meal.
you got to pull your tray down. You took that no look. Oh my God. It was so impressive.
I never look service people in the eye.
Really?
Yeah, it's a superiority thing.
You say how you treat a server is how you would treat a relationship, I think is what they say.
That probably explains why none of my relationships have worked.
That looks good.
It looks okay. I mean, I think airline food's improved in recent years, but it's still airline food.
Mm.
But certainly not like the airline food of like Jerry Seinfeld, like what's the deal with airline food? It's way better than that. This is pretty decent.
Oh, yeah, he was known for that, right? What's the deal with? What's the deal? What's the deal with airline food?
Yeah. Geez, that's like 30 years ago now, right?
At least. Well, 30 years ago from now, that's like like 90s. So he was more like 40 years ago, 80s,
Geez.
early
I
80s,
don't know him
maybe
from then.
70s.
I only know him from Seinfeld, so
You don't know any of his stand-up?
no, not really. I mean, I know he did it, but I've never seen it.
Oh, he did. I remember watching it. He did this whole thing about soap on a rope. He goes, "Why do we like soap on a rope? Is it because it rhymes? I don't like shaving cream on a wooden beam." And I thought that was the funniest thing ever. I mean, it's so classic.
Soap on a rope. What
Yeah.
is that? What is that? I didn't even know what that is.
Well, at the time, it was pretty popular. It was soap. I mean, it's nothing more complicated than the name. It's soap that's on rope.
We cut to the executive bathroom. I wanted to pitch a new idea
In the bathroom.
in the bath. Yeah.
Okay. Go for it.
Um, I've made up a I've made up a PowerPoint
Yeah.
presentation.
Boop.
Such tickle. I've made up a PowerPoint presentation.
All right. Go for
And
it.
this is all about soap on a rope and a range of rhyming new bathroom products.
Ooh, can't wait to see it.
Okay, so obviously the first one here, it's soap on a rope. Now, have you ever wanted your soap to be attached to a piece of rope?
Only every second of every day.
Well, exactly. It was a very popular product, and I felt that we could continue that with some more products.
Ooh.
So, you see what I'm getting at?
Let's put up the next one and see what that says.
All right, and click.
Ooh, it's shampoo on a didgeridoo.
Exactly. Who, when washing their hair, hasn't wanted to hear the dulcet, earthy bass tones of a didgeridoo?
I know that this just makes complete sense to us.
Absolutely. So I'll put that one into production.
Yes, let's do the next one. I see you've got
Perfect.
several slides.
I have 7. That's
Ooh.
one. Click.
Do you want me to read this or do you want to read
No,
this?
no, I'll take this one. This is sun cream in a stream. Okay? So when do you need sun cream?
Well, when you're out fishing.
Exactly. So rather than putting on the sun cream before you leave, we'll just fill the stream with sun cream, and convenience is your best friend.
Oh, I love it. You know what? Put that one into production too. Boop.
And next one, click.
Ooh, cologne in a cellular phone.
That's right. I think that one's pretty self-explanatory. Click.
Ooh, I like how we're alternating here. Your turn.
Yes, absolutely. This one is toothpaste in a basket for waste. Okay.
I think that, to be honest with you, is where it should go in the first place. I don't know why people didn't think of this before.
Well, everyone knows that dental floss is far more effective than brushing your teeth. So
Yes.
I just think, why not just make that statement, put the toothpaste straight into the waste basket?
I love it.
Exactly.
Next one.
Click.
Ooh, it's antiperspirant in a tiny miniature statue of Kevin Durant, the basketball player.
Exactly. We've got Kevin Durant's rights to his image, rights to his name, and we can put an antiperspirant out. So we're thinking about just calling it Kevin.
I think I love it so much.
Perfect. Now this one we had a bit of a debate about whether or not it was a true rhyme or a half rhyme, but we've called it eyeliner in a steam liner.
Well, it's more of a duplication of a word.
Yeah, well, it depends who you ask, but
what was let me ask you, what was your take? Was it a duplication or was it a rhyme?
I decided that I would go with the Shakespeare standard. What would Shakespeare do? And Shakespeare does use a number of duplicate rhymes, so it was fine by me.
And I like your bracelet, WWSD. What would Shakespeare do?
Absolutely. And of course, what are we up to? I think that was, we've got 2 left.
Yep.
And click.
Ooh, this one I think is really good. It's mascara on a bed of hair. So you've taken hair and extended it.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, it's mascara delivered via hair extensions.
Okay. I could see how that could work because you get both the hair extensions and the mascara, and you can bring it around. I'm going to say yes. So far, home runs, all of these.
All right, it's already in production. And of course, here's the last
Can
one.
I ask you one question?
Oh, absolutely.
Is home
I'm
run,
surprised you only had one question out of the 6 products we've just launched.
and this question has nothing to do with the products, but it's more of the idiom. What's in baseball? A home run is that's the big deal. Is it? What's the home run equivalent in cricket?
Hit for 6.
Hit for 6.
Or hit 8-6. Yeah. If you're a batsman, if you hit the ball so hard that it doesn't touch the ground and goes outside of the field, you get 6 runs.
So far, I would say you hit for 6 on all 6 of these right now. This is a hit for 6.
Well, we're up to 36. I'd like to get to 42 in 7 balls. So
let's see.
This is the last one. Click. And this is hair conditioner. Now, this is another duplicate rhyme. Hair conditioner straight from the air conditioner.
I don't want to say anything to jinx this, but I think that is going to be the top winner. I think they all go in production, but I think that one right there, that one seems to just roll off the tongue.
Can I say it's satisfying that you didn't have any follow-up questions after the name? The name fully explained what this product does.
I mean, I had no questions. It was done so perfectly. It made complete sense. I think you are our newest partner. Boop.
Really? You're promoting me?
Yes. Right here in the bath.
Wow, it's just that at my last employee review, you gave me straight 2s. I never thought I was going to get there.
Do you know why I gave you straight 2s?
Because I beat you in that bare knuckle fight to the death?
Because you beat me in that bare knuckle fight to the death, which then I recovered from. So you technically didn't beat me to the death, but you sure did beat me.
Well, you certainly weren't going to kill me.
No. And I'm glad I didn't.
We cut back to the plane.
Well, it was a good having a chat with you.
Yeah, man, it was a good flight. I think as passengers go, we did well. I think we had a pretty strong relationship. But I'm gonna give it a 2.
You know what? You got up several times during the flight, like sometimes out of nowhere and left, and you spent a good 2 hours of the flight somewhere. Not of my concern, but I'm going to say I think a 2 is an accurate rating for this flight. So,
well, just so you know, I was just getting up to walk around to avoid any deep vein thrombosis. Ever since that became a thing, I've been very worried about it, quite paranoid. So,
I'm so sorry.
No, you don't. Please don't apologize. Don't apologize. Look, your family. You don't have to apologize. Okay, I understand.
Family means not having to apologize.
Yeah. I'm not sure I agree with that sentiment, but I'll take it right now.
That's because we're family.
Should we do it again next Thanksgiving?
I think so. Why don't we say that? Every Thanksgiving, let's agree to meet on the flight and then never talk after that.
Agreed. Scene.
Oh, yeah, wait. Or is it this? Hold on. There.
No, I've discovered this is an edit online.
Who said that? Because I heard that. Did somebody say that? Because I heard the same thing. Like.
Well, I think I thought of it.
Did you? Then that's where I heard it from.
No, it might have been me. I don't know. But I definitely think this is just slow and intrusive and obstructive. So I'm totally for that.
So fun, man. I love the rhyming thing. I couldn't put it together.
I do enjoy the pressure of that. First of all, thinking of a product and then thinking of a rhyme. Yeah. And that's why you ended up with eyeliner from a steam liner and hair conditioner from an air conditioner. Because nothing rhymes with conditioner except the word conditioner.
I love now kind of that paint yourself into a corner and then get out of it. I love that idea.
Yeah, that's. I think I got that mainly from the guys who do Spontaneous Potter and Spontaneous Sherlock in Edinburgh. That's one of their things. So, yeah, those kinds of things. Oh well, I've seen some like that before. Really, name 17 of them.
Oh, I love it. Oh my God, my favorite thing. My favorite thing to do. Great, name 6.
Yeah, 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 absolutely. But this has been this was good fun. I hope the people watching along at home enjoyed it. And let's do it again next week.
Same time next week.
Same bat channel, same bat time.
See you, buddy.
See you, man.